Yeah.
And starting out, was the group always named Tayste, or was it something else first?
No, so actually, so my brother Mitchell and I, we always sang. We always sang with a group of guys. Like I said, starting, I was about 4.
Okay.
So he's about 7. So we had guys in the neighborhood that always loved music, whether they could sing really, really good or whether they could just sing cool,
Right.
okay, whatever.
Right.
But we always had a group of guys that love music, and so really, it was always been my brother Mitchell and I.
Okay.
And we would always be singing with these guys coming up.
Right.
And so we had different names coming up
Okay.
throughout. So how we got to the group Tayste, I was just finishing high school.
Okay.
And so all of us, my brother and 2 other cousins, we all were singing in churches different. We all went to different churches.
Okay.
And so we didn't, we like AJ, we grew up, but we didn't grow up singing with AJ.
Okay.
We grew up together,
Okay.
but we didn't grow up
Singing
singing.
Right. But y'all knew he could sing.
But we didn't really know.
Oh, okay.
No, we didn't.
Okay.
We didn't find out he could sing till we were in high school.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But even though we went to church and stuff,
Because y'all
but
was like what, White House? And he was what, at Lee, right?
yeah, but we all went, because we all cousins, so we all went to church. Like,
Okay.
even though we didn't go to the same church on Sunday,
Y'all would,
but we did.
yeah.
Like, we went to
Something
each
would
other's
happen.
churches
Something would happen where y'all would
for different programs.
meet. Yeah, right.
And so we knew that Lernanda Tutu could sing,
Yeah.
but we didn't know AJ could sing.
Okay.
And so we didn't find out until we were in high school.
Okay.
And so that's when it was like 1988, we were doing this, we found out that about each other, and so we were like, we didn't even know he could sing, so we came together.
Okay.
Mitch and I had sang with other guys. I mean, I can't even name the number of guys.
Okay.
I mean, there were lots of guys.
But you and Mitch was always a constant.
Yeah.
Though. Yeah.
So Mitch and I were always that foundation.
Right.
We were always those ones that you could count on.
Yeah.
And so we sang my cousin Chaz, who's a stylist. He's a celebrity stylist now. He named the group at that time. It was he named us Success.
Okay.
And so when we first got together with the group now known as Tayste, we were still Success.
Okay.
So we found out that there was a group of guys already named that.
Uh-huh.
And so that's when I came up with the name Tayste.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
And Tayste, who are the original members of Tayste?
That would be Harlon.
Because that's when it got locked down. That's when
Yeah.
everything got solidified
And that was
with
right
Tayste.
after I graduated high school.
Okay. Now tell me who was the members.
That was myself, Harlon, my brother Mitchell, Alaric Jordan, AJ.
Shout out to AJ.
And Lernanda Brown, Tutu.
Tutu.
So we were the original 4.
Okay.
And we started recording professionally. So Mitchell and Tutu were already graduated.
Okay.
So they graduated a few years before me and Alaric.
Okay.
And so Alaric and I were just coming out of high school.
Okay.
And that's when we started recording professional. As soon as we won that contest, we knew we had something.
Okay.
And we immediately started recording professionally.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that when y'all went to Houston?
That's when we moved to Houston.
Okay.
And we started recording just right off the bat, you know.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it was that's when we knew.
Now, I know a little history about y'all, but I want other people to know.
Yeah.
That's kind of when y'all locked in with the Beyonces and the family and all that type of stuff, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was it's very interesting, like, because Tutu's sister lived in Houston, which we all cousins.
Right.
And she was into the music scene, she was not really heavy, but she was.
Right.
She loved music. They come from a musical family. Everybody can sing and stuff like that. And so that's when we decided, hey, we're going to have to exit Tyler. We're going to have to move out there so we can start recording, because that's where the producers that we were working with. And so we started recording demos, man, and we started getting a buzz,
right?
In the industry. And at that time, I'm about 18, 19 years old.
Yeah.
Alaric and I.
Right.
And so, and I started, we was just recording our music, as often as we could.
Okay.
And, just trying to shop it around and, get
because
feedback.
Back then everybody wanted a deal.
Everybody.
It wasn't like it wasn't an independent thing back then.
Right.
You kind of had to have a deal.
You had to.
Yeah.
Because there was no vehicle for independency.
Right. And
so you had to go through the gatekeepers and all of that.
Yeah.
And so at that time, it was like, everybody's trying to fill out, hey, who are you? What,
right.
Stuff like that. So even the people that at the time it was no team.
Right.
It's just us and Andretta.
Right.
And I actually had brought down another college friend, Eric Guy, who's from Dallas, to be like a fifth member.
Okay.
And that ended up not working out, not because he's not a good singer. It just, that in that particular time, situation, Eric ended up going back home to Dallas.
Okay.
So it was just still me, Mitchell Alaric, and Tutu.
Okay.
And I end up, at the time, Tutu was in the military, so we had to get him out of the military.
Yeah.
The Gulf War was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you had that happening.
Okay.
And so we had to get him out, of the military.
Yeah.
Somehow he was able to get relieved.
Okay.
And so because we were about to, to take off.
Right.
And so I don't know what all that channels they had to go through, but it ended up working out.
Yeah.
And so at that time, we just, working and singing, trying to maintain, while we're doing our thing. We had to work day jobs, of course.
Already.
Because we're not dead.
Hey, you got to have some money, man. That's what a lot of young artists don't understand, man.
Absolutely.
You can, we didn't have all this social media stuff that they got now.
Right.
Where you can try to look, you got to have a look. And
right.
really now the music is extra. But back then you had to have the talent.
Yes.
And you had to have some money in your pocket, man.
Had to.
You know?
You got to eat.
And you got to eat.
Because you're not dead.
Nah.
Even though, really, the way it happened for us, it didn't take a long time.
Okay.
And people don't know the story of, what, there's been people that told glimpses, but, and I know we're not really on the Tayste story today, but there's so much that people don't know.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, I'm going to get y'all all in here to kind of chop that up, too.
That's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, we're going to have a Tayste podcast also. We kind of get all the guys in there.
Absolutely.
And get into that a little bit more.
Yes, sir. That's
but
a whole nother
But I knew that was a part of your history, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Tayste, man, Tayste actually dropped a single just a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Go on. And so we, this.
It's on all the social,
yes.
it's
available
the
on
platforms.
Digital platforms.
Okay. Yeah.
Called Go On.
Yeah, well, it's good, man. Y'all go out there and get that. Go stream and run them numbers up, man. Tayste still got material out there. Tayste had a big fan base, man. You know what I'm saying? For East Texas.
Tayste have fans. We probably have more fans overseas.
Okay.
Yeah, so in some places, Tayste is really big.
Yeah. But just from East Texas, I'll say y'all was the ones who really had the fan base in East Texas.
Yeah.
The people were behind y'all,
yes,
man.
Sir.
Strong.
Yes, sir. And we appreciate that.
Yeah.
And really, I think unfortunately, Jace, Tayste, people don't understand. And I, as I was saying, people say when they hear the album,
right,
the Be Still album.
Yeah.
And they say, man, how am I looking at you? How are y'all, how are you not on TV? Why? How are you not like with Jodeci and because we came out about that same time.
Right.
As Jodeci's and the Boyz II Men.
Yeah.
We were all at that same time.
Right.
And but they don't understand is that Tayste did make it. Tayste was in a bidding war. Every label wanted Tayste. Mm-hmm. But then you get off into that and things break up.
And you have
So you see what I'm saying?
When you have a group,
yeah,
it always seems
then you got the gatekeepers, and they try to, break the group and all that because they think they don't understand.
Right.
They just think about a vehicle.
Yeah, and then money.
Yeah, and they don't understand that that's what the people want.
Yep,
I understand what you're saying. The same exact thing that they told you wouldn't work.
Right.
And they end up doing that same thing.
Right.
So that's what happened with Tayste. Tayste got record deals.
Yeah.
But the politics in those labels is what eventually broke up the talks and
Right,
the
okay.
deals
Gotcha.
solidify.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.